So, Austin changed his password, so he fixed the situation, but you have to understand, that doesn't change the fact that this happened in the first place, okay? And still, okay, when I opened up Facebook in my browser, his email and password showed up, and when I hit log on, it says you recently changed your password. But what if I was someone who didn't tell this guy? I could be fucking around with everything and he would never know it. I'll tell you what Joe said, but you're not going to be surprised. First of all, he said that Facebook, Zuckerberg called all his users dumb fucks. So, like I say, he's a freaking multi-billionaire. We're just ants to him. He said the Facebook guy Zuckerberg called all his users dumb fucks. That is what they think of everyone who uses Facebook. They're commies. This is what commies do. And Joe also said, because I wrote to him at 5:30 this morning, I said, please tell me how this could even happen, Joe. I'm begging you. Welcome to the People's Republic of America. It will get worse. To him, in my email to Austin, I wrote, your email address and password showed up on my personal computer. This is fucked up. I was actually able to log onto your personal Facebook page. Are you able to access mine? How is this even possible? I'm going to spread the word to the world, and you should do so as well. This is really, really, really bad. This is not a public computer I'm using. It's my home computer, and I'm shaking right now that something like this could actually happen. I could delete your whole Facebook account if I wanted to. How could this even be possible? This scares me, Austin. He didn't write back to me. Somebody wrote one, oh, that's too long, so I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to do you a favor by replying to the comment so the comment goes up, and I hope you get an answer. The answer is Facebook's fucked up. The answer is we have no privacy anymore in this world we live in nowadays unless we completely reject the world of the internet. And who wants to do that? I don't. If nothing else, it allows me to share my personal opinions on things like that poor kid getting killed by his car. Someone wrote, like, was the car's name Christine? You know, in case you don't know that reference, referring to Stephen King's book, which I read, by the way, a million years ago. But seriously, how you get killed by your car? Who gets killed by the seat in their car? That's fucked up. Way more fucked up than this that happened. This is just proof that we're pawns, we're whatever, like Joe said. Zuckerberg called us all dumb fucks. So we get what we get what we get, you know, like you use this shit. That's why I laughed when I heard about the Cambridge Analytica thing, that people are so up in arms, and I'm not surprised by any of that. I told you Joe wouldn't be either, but Joe's not surprised that I was able to access somebody's personal Facebook account. The guy's not going to write to me, he's not going to acknowledge me. His solution is change his password. And the solution worked, but it doesn't change the fact that this happened in the first place, so you should be very weary of this. Very leery, okay? I did take pictures. Not of his personal Facebook account. I would have if I could have logged on it today if he hadn't reached TPN and got my message yet. But he got it. And I'll never know if he's freaked out by it because he didn't acknowledge me. Maybe he thinks I'm some mastermind hacker who's fucking with him, but I'm not. You guys know I'm not. I'm freaked out by this. Justifiably so. This person wrote, oh, then there is something called a fake account, so he isn't your friend, it's an account. It's basically, they don't understand. But we all know that a lot of people's intelligence, they don't want to bother, they don't, reading comprehension, they don't understand. You're not understanding. I want answers. Don't tell me to shut my account down. Don't say you don't want to read what I wrote. We noticed a recent login for your account for Twitter on I always go into Twitter just because I use a different browser. I go into Twitter from different browsers. The browser I used to use got fucked up somehow. Another weird fucking shit. I didn't know if my computer, something was going on with it, if it was a virus. And by the way, because I'm polite, if someone had accessed my account like that and wrote the nice email and message that I wrote to this guy stating I have no idea why this happened, I'm just giving you a heads up and I want you to be aware of it, I would write back to that person and say thank you for letting me know. This guy is just completely ignoring me. You know. So I sent him another email. I'm sure he'll ignore that as well. Perhaps he should change his email address, but a lot of people don't want to change their email address. I've had this email address for years, all the way back when I was in California. You think I'm going to change this email address and just close it down? No. Not. I'm not. I forgot today was the 13th, Friday the 13th. Where'd that come from anyway? That's fucked up too. Who came up with Friday the 13th as some horrible thing? That's messed up. My email gets so overwhelming to me. Redbox is trying to get me back. It gives me practically a free movie. I told you I can't do anything unless I set up my DVD player, and I don't know how to do that. I have to do it by calling Comcast. I forgot West Side Story yesterday. I was in a hurry and I told you Joe wouldn't be surprised. People don't want to give up their Facebook, of course. People want to act all indignant about this Cambridge Analytica thing, like Joe says. Zuckerberg, people like him are laughing at us. Laughing. I at least did my little part. I let you guys know for what it's worth. Guy's not going to acknowledge me. But I saved what I wrote on his personal Facebook page. He knows it happened. And I know that I just took a screenshot, I took a picture, and it's still typing in his name and his password, except it's doing the old password autofill, and he changed his password, see? You think something like this can't happen again? You think it can't happen to other people? I told you how Joe would respond. I predicted it. He says that people like Zuckerberg are laughing at us. That's why I called us peons. He's laughing all the way to the bank. He's like the 5th richest person in the world or something. He's laughing at us. He's being all contrite. I watched hours and hours of that Congress hearing thing. He's behaving all contrite and wearing a big boy suit and tie, but Joe would say 100% inside he's fucking laughing at us. Laughing at us. I bet Joe's right, too. I bet Joe's right. Maybe somebody will give me an answer. It's still happening. It's still freaking me out. Like I said, no website should autofill anything. You don't know that more than one family member doesn't use the same computer. No website should autofill anything. Be that website, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Flickr, Yahoo, anything you could think of shouldn't automatically autofill somebody's, just when you bring up that web page, shouldn't autofill. It's going by IP address, obviously, and it put this Austin guy's email address and password into my browser, into my Facebook login. That should not happen. That's fucked up. What's the deal with Friday the 13th anyway? Why is it considered ominous? Where did that come from? Seriously. I want to know about that. Who started that? This freaks me out. I want to say if my real YouTube friends can shed in any insight. But that means they have to exhibit reading comprehension skills. When I put this comment out on 10 different Zuckerberg Congress videos, this guy just admitted, he's like, I'm not going to read that, so I can't answer your question. But I'll reply to it to do you a favor, see if someone else will answer. Someone has to have an answer to this. Should I ask out on Yahoo Answers? Will they not believe me? Will they think it's a hoax? That poor kid, the 911 incompetent bitch or bastard, whatever, should be fired at the very least, should actually be held criminally responsible for his death, his horrific death. It's awful. Way to die, your car kills you. It's awful. He died. His dad found his body 6 hours later. He made 2 frantic, desperate, help, I'm gonna die calls to 911, and according to what I heard on World News Tonight, the second operator, the second time, they thought it was a prank. The police didn't really bother to look very carefully. The information wasn't transmitted properly. The kid was fucking dying. He had to remotely, he couldn't call on it with fingers. He dialed remotely his cell phone. But don't cell phones have GPS tracking? I mean, this kid didn't have to die. What a horrific way to die. Somebody jokingly wrote, you know, if I was in that situation, I'd be dying. I can't believe I'm going to die inside my car by my seat. My seat's going to kill me. My folding car seat's going to kill me. That's what I would be thinking, too. Because someone was being sarcastic. Oh, you're going to tell mommy I love her? Yeah, people did that in the shooting, too. The Florida shooting recently. Tell I love you if I don't get old. So, and people being sarcastic. Why didn't he call his parents? Why didn't he whatever? And then someone said maybe he dialed remotely with Siri. The only thing you can call is 911. I don't know. Maybe he just thought calling 911 would be enough. The fact is he's dead, people. His car killed him. His car fucking killed him. And not in a crash. In a freak fucking accident where he got crushed by the folding seat in his fucking van. His Honda Civic. Unreal. Unreal. Unreal, babies. Unreal. Did you go back to bed, Omaloo? Haven't you slept enough? No, I want him to sleep, and he's not bothering me, and he's not chewing on my underwear unbeknownst to me, you know. You could say, all you have to do is pick your clothes up, and that wouldn't happen. I know. I know. You're right. I don't argue. Don't argue, people. I am freaked out. I was already freaked out by my mom's TV turning off five times in a short amount of time, like an hour and a half. Turning off all by itself, like what would happen if it was a ghost. I really don't think there's a poltergeist there. She does, I don't. You can't just say, because you're getting old, that you lose things and attribute it to a poltergeist, you know.